Holy smokes. We're back. Sapiens back for the last day of 2025. What's going on, Chris?
Yeah, last time you were like, "Oh, Chris, I'll see you next year," like that cheeky little But we're back even before the next year, and I got to ask you a few things. I know we want to talk about beautiful people out there. Brian Sanders is literally taking time out of his life to write legitimate scientific papers,
Oh,
and they're
yeah.
not the topics I would choose, but they're also important topics. But Chris, I'm Chris. What I want to say is, but for Christmas, Brian, did we have any great things in the hall? Were there any gifts that were given uh, to celebrate our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Did you receive anything? Did you give
Mm,
anything? What were the gifts?
mm. I don't do gifts. I'm kind of against not capitalism, consumerism and materialism. So I have a few things in my life. I have the new iPhone. I have, very select few things, and then I don't care about other things. So I've kind of trained my family, what's left of them, and we just don't do gifts anymore, and I'm very happy about that.
So you didn't give any gifts on Christmas Day?
We make meat chips. So every year I spend 2 days making meat chips. We slice beef and dehydrate them by hand and do this whole process for these crispy beef chips, and we give them out. That's it.
That's amazing. But I heard you gave out one other thing on Christmas.
Are you talking about a phone number? Oh my god, I didn't know we were gonna jump into this. I did give out a phone number. Wow, that's funny. Okay,
Whose phone number?
my own phone number. So I guess we're supposed to talk about personal life stuff. I I push back against the personal life, but then maybe that's good because again, peak human is professional, and there's scientists and doctors, and then sapien. We could dive into other things.
Well, Brian, I really feel like this is the whole thing here. The whole crux of the issue is that people are like, I want to get fit, I want to get healthy, I want to know these things about, nutrition and training and sleep and, habits and, whatever it is. The most zen morning routine or whatever. One of my clients just texted me from the sauna. He's like, look, I'm reading a book in a sauna and it's about, how to master your mornings or whatever. People want to know all this stuff so that they can have a great life like Brian Sanders, oozing with confidence, right? Brian's out there, looks like he's flipping Top Gun, playing beach volley, having a Malika Liki Maka or however you say Merry Christmas in Hawaii, right? And so all these little wahine and their two-piece little bikinis are like, oh my gosh, Brian, are you single? Brian, can I get a number? Brian, I follow you on Instagram. So why don't you tell us about this, Brian? Because that's really what I'm saying is people want to get in shape so they can have a life that's more like Brian Sanders, right? And so why don't you share with them what that life is actually like? That's what gets us salivating, right? That's what, like, oh man, yeah. I guess if I had Brian Sanders' 8-pack and crazy white boy sand jumping ability to spike the little ball down when he's playing sports ball, like that would be a cool life. So Brian, share with the people what your cool life is all about.
Well, being from Hawaii helps. So part of my cool life is going home and spending time with my family, doing hikes. Actually, I got recognized on a hike. People were like, this random couple. They're just like, "Are you Brian from Food Loss?" In the middle of the forest. I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh, we listen to the podcast." Peak human though, not
this trash.
I digress. No, this beach. I was on Christmas Day. I was on the beach with my shirt on. Actually,
where, bro? Sandy Beach, bro?
No, it was Kailua, bro. We stay Kailua side.
Oh, well, that's the Obama one, right?
Yes. And
Big Mike out there?
Kailua Beach with my cousin, shirt on. So yeah, it was in the evening, and these 3 women walk by, and
the word is wahine.
So the wahine are walking by, and they kind of like keep looking over. I'm like, what is happening? Is there something behind me? I'm like, oh, there's a pretty nice house behind me. I kind of look back. There's this mansion behind me.
And hold on. Was it Big Mike behind you? That's where Big Mike lives, right?
No, Big Mike. I don't know where they do visit. Barack and Big Mike do visit.
Brian, it's your job to pretend you don't know who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah,
Big Mike. I met somebody else. I met somebody else that lives at Kailua Beach.
No idea what that reference is. Definitely not.
It's already our best episode ever.
Okay, so I'm like, okay, maybe there's this great mansion behind me. And then this one girl kind of doubles back, the Howley one, right? There's one Howley one,
Oh, not even Hoppa, but full Howley.
full Howley. I hope
You
she
got
doesn't hear this
you
podcast.
got to
I don't.
define terms. So
So
basically, you guys are going shark diving in an hour.
no, we're going on a boat trip. No. So she like kind of doubles back, and then she just yells like, "Are you single?" I'm like, "Oh my god, is she talking to me?" And I say, "Yeah," and then I'm like, "Come on over," and then we just talk and do the whole number thing,
Brian is just out here summoning women to him.
summoning, and yeah, it was great.
Not
And
summiting, Brian. You're not summiting the women.
I'm summoning the mountains. That's part of my daily routine here. Yesterday, I walked up to the top of the mountain just after lunch for no reason.
To
Did
the
some urban
pillboxes,
hiking.
brah.
Urban hiking. So
Were there
yeah, we're going on a
pillboxes
boat.
below?
I invited her on our little boat trip in the next
Brian,
two
I'm
hours.
trying to show off my Oahu knowledge.
Oh,
Where
I didn't hear what you said.
did you go up to the pillboxes?
Oh, that's in Kailua side. My house, I grew like when I was very young and when I was in college was on the Pillbox Trail. Did I say that part before on this podcast? That it's like my driveway is the Pillbox Trail.
Legit.
So
And all
I
your neighbors had names like Kainoa, which means
yeah.
sea spirit.
Wow, you got it all. No, it was that Pillbox. I went up Monolani Heights. It's above Diamond Head. It like overlooks Diamond Head. And I just walked up the hill to the very top for no reason yesterday. It was great.
So this girl got your number, you got her number, someone slid in some DMs, and now we're going on a boat trip.
Going on a boat trip. Yes, we're
Whose
going.
boat is this, Brian?
Oh, well, I stay at Jay. So Jay is making food lies with me. So I stay with Jay every Christmas and we work on food lies and he has a boat and we go on the boat every weekend. And this lucky lady is joining us for our boat trip today, New Year's Eve. But this is the day trip and then we're going to have another night party on the boat in the
So
slip.
So, not that I would ever do this, but the way to build trust with women is you actually bounce from location to location.
Mm,
Every time a woman will go from one place, like meet you somewhere, and then go to another place, and then go to another place, that's building trust.
mm.
And so, as your dating coach, if we think this little Howley Wahine has prospects, you're going to be like, oh, well, that was so fun. Hey, we're doing this. And you just have to go from cool, amazing, fun thing to cool,
Oh,
amazing,
bounce
fun
around.
thing. And then
I've
she's going to
heard
be like,
that.
oh my gosh, Brian, wow, this has been such an amazing day. And frankly, you got to show off your intelligence.
Mm.
But there's only one best way to do that, which is to make her laugh.
Okay.
And so,
Classic.
you got some funny stuff.
Yeah, I have a pocket book of notes I wrote down. It's like a wristband, like a quarterback.
Okay, yeah. So
No,
my daughter wanted to know, what do you call it when a soprano sings in the shower?
I don't know.
A soap opera. Oh, dude, use that.
Wow.
You're really killing it.
This is good content right here.
Dude, you got to go chat GPT. I need a bunch of boat jokes.
Mm,
Just
nautical
random boat jokes, bro.
nautical humor. That's all actually I know about her. The only thing I know about her is that she likes boats. That's the only thing she told me. We had a brief.
Bro, I don't know if you understand anything about women. They all like boats.
Well, no, she likes sailing and stuff. She's like a Hawaii person that likes sailing.
Okay. How's her
Yeah.
volleyball?
No idea. I haven't played volleyball yet. It's really sad. Like it's really tearing me
Okay.
up.
And then, okay, Christmas haul, you didn't get anything else? Guys,
No, I didn't get anything. Okay,
everyone,
so we
you got
did.
to hold on. You got to hang in because there's going to be big transitions. We're uncovering lots of cool stuff. So make sure you stay tuned to
Oh
the
yeah. This is just the preamble. So okay, I have a short story. I did get one thing and I got it. So do you ever do the Yankee swap thing, like the Secret Santa type of thing? It's or the white elephant.
I did it one time and everyone hated me.
You got a bad gift or what?
No, I gave the best gift.
What was it?
So, get Equinox, right? I'm just there for, I'm not there for a long time. I'm there for a good time, which means I'm just trying to be number one in the company so that if you guys don't know what Equinox is, it's the fanciest gyms in the world. It's like hundreds of dollars a month in your membership. It's got a valet. It's got unlimited Kiehl's lotion. It's like super, like back in the day when I was a member before I worked there, like you'd see Kobe Bryant there or Magic Johnson or
Mm.
who else would you see there? Mel Gibson, right?
In LA,
Just-
wow.
yeah, LA and Orange County, right?
Oh, RC.
So
Yeah.
it's the fanciest gyms in the world. I went to work there September 2019 just so I could someday say this on a podcast. Well, yeah, back when I was at Equinox, I was actually the number one trainer in the world.
Ooh.
right? So internally, they rank all the trainers, right? So within a couple of weeks, I'm number one out of 17 at my little super boutique club. But most of the clubs have like 30 trainers. And so there's 106 clubs, over 3,000 trainers, and your boy was number one.
Ooh.
And honestly, guys, it's my journey as a Christian. I don't want to be exalting myself, but so somehow, Brian, keep me humble. What what I'm trying to get to is they hated me at Secret Santa because we had a required Secret Santa. There's actually the sermon this Sunday. I have another point about that. Dear pastors, I do not want sports ball mentioned in the sermons.
Mm.
I do not want to hear the name Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes in a sermon on Sunday. I don't want little jokes about how the Kansas City Chiefs are missing the playoffs. I don't want you to know about the Kansas City Chiefs. Has nothing, Chiefs kingdom has nothing to do with the kingdom of Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Anyways, Brian, back to my point. Secret
Mm-hmm.
Santa, right? The reason they hated it was everyone's giving these stupid, oh, look, you got a water bottle. And this was even before Stanley Cups, right? So it was like, oh, you got this kind of, no, water. So all the trainers and the managers are given, but I had drawn kind of like, I would say the slightly grumpier manager. And if you're trying to be the number one trainer in the company and get all the clients and be the number one trainer at the club, I was like, oh boy, whatever the Secret Santa like max is here, I'm going out and I am like shelling out.
Mm-hmm.
And so this particular, maybe the grumpier of the managers, really liked Nikes. And I had been to the Nike outlet and gotten these Nikes that I'm like, oh, they actually didn't fit my wife. This manager's a woman, by the way. And so I just had these shoes that I got really cheap at the outlet. So it almost fit like the Secret Santa budget.
Yeah.
And they were like sick Jordans. Now, do I believe in 2020? What year are we in? 2025, last day 2025. I don't I don't believe in sick Jordans anymore. But in 2019, when I maybe did believe in sick Jordans,
Mm-hmm.
I handed over some sick Jordans. And then the one trainer that was like always hated me because he used to be the number one trainer. He was like, "Oh yeah, look what he's doing. He's just buying the manager's love with her." It's like this guy like tried to fight me once in the break room or something. He's like,
I get it. So it's too good. Yeah. So you,
yeah, I did. I went above and
yeah,
beyond
yeah, yeah. And then it
where
looks
everyone's
like
gonna grumble.
you're brown nosing. You're trying to. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, 2019, Chris Krueger, the worst.
I get it. I get it. So this one. So this is Yankee Swap. This is different than Secret Santa. I always get them confused. But you bring an unmarked gift to the event, and then everyone trades, and then you can steal them. You know this version?
I don't know this version at all.
Oh.
No
Yeah.
one's ever invited me to this party.
Well, this is a common thing. Some people call it white elephant, or it's called Yankee Swap. They did a whole episode in The Office. Did you ever watch The Office back in the day?
I probably watched every single episode with a friend named David.
Oh, mate. Ooh, I like that. Yes, great show. Great show. Did a whole episode about Yankee Swap. But you just trade, and you can steal them. If one's really good, you can steal them. So my rule with Yankee Swap, so our limit was $50. So I got this great cool. I went around Alamoana. I don't go to malls. I go shopping once a year. I
This is
go,
where you once saw the guy get spin kicked in the head.
yeah, in the parking lot. Yeah. So I go to
Humorous.
Alamoana.
Go to Alamoana Shopping Center right by Waikiki.
Exactly. It's mayhem. It's the biggest mall ever. It's like the biggest outdoor mall in the world or something. I find the best gift there because it has to be family friendly, like know this, know that, the right price, the whole thing. I get this great cooler, this cool surf brand. It's got this great design. It's like a beach cooler. And I get it because I want it. Like if I don't, like that's a rule. I think the rule of Yankee Swap is you should get something you want, right? Because all these terrible gifts, people are, so usually Yankee Swap is just worthless stuff no one wants. Everyone's trading them around, trying to get rid of it, which is exactly what happens this year. No one wants the stuff. Luckily, I draw the last person, the order of operations. So my gift is passed around. Everyone wants it. And then I steal it at the very end and take it for myself. And now I'm going to Costa Rica with my cool beach cooler and I'm ready.
This is a story of how Brian Sanders once went to the mall, bought a $50 cooler, and then kept it for himself.
Well, that's my only gift. That's the only thing I got this year is my own cooler. I think it was great.
Okay. And so on a more serious note here, this is why you always have to stay for the next beat in the show here. Is earlier I asked about your Christmas haul, and I know, Brian, you didn't get anything from your father this year because I didn't either. Because we both lost fathers to, you could say, cancer, metabolic disease, whatever. The whole host of chronic conditions that underpins absolutely all of the sickness, illness, death, disease in America, in the Western world. And now we're spreading it to Asia and Africa, right? And so I think we should think about what we can give our fathers, which is legacy.
Mm.
And so, well, for me now, my father has posthumously a grandson who's now 19 weeks old. And so I want to say maybe that's what we should think about New Year's resolution wise is how can we expand the legacy of our fathers, right? What can we do that, that they would be impressed with?
Or stick around long enough to be the grandfather to your son someday. I like that one too. Of I made a pact with one of my friends who just texted me the quarterback, and I was a wide receiver back in the day since like sixth grade. And we made this pact that we'd still be able to throw the football with our grandchild. Is it grandchild? When we're, yeah,
You and the quarterback are having a grandchild?
their respective grandchildren. One
Okay.
day we would be able to still throw football with them.
Well, dude, you better get started because by my math, you got to be like 42 and a half now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe this boat trip will go well. Who knows?
Maybe women, the whole reason we do the podcast is so that you will slide into Brian's DM and go get some raw milk and a hard 30 workout back at the Sapien Center in Austin. Right? Like it's literally on the map. Like you could just go and put it in Yelp and arrive there. He's there actually slinging raw milk.
Mm.
Slide in the DMs, get a hard 30, and then see what he's doing later. Be like, yo, Brian, what about some brisket or something?
It does work. I mean, that's what happened last time.
So here's the thing, Brian, you got to like really get married and have a kid soon because like my son is like 20 weeks old. And so if our kids are even going to be like remotely the same age,
Mm.
like
Got to
we
get
got
on
to,
it. No, I
yeah.
think about it a lot because, yeah, a lot of my friends are having kids right now or already have, and I'm just left in the dust.
How old's this girl for the boat trip?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know much about her.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Sounds
see.
like an adventure. Sounds like a terrible rom-com plot. We're
But
just at the beach and I yelled at him.
yeah, what,
Also,
what?
Brian, from like a masculinity, femininity, gender roles. Is it okay for women to just yell at us? Like, are you single, or should we be yelling at them?
I
Or
think it works.
should we be approaching them like gentlemen and saying, "Oh, excuse me, miss"?
Well, I respected that because I mean, I was on a little bench up on the sand, and she was down by the water, and I wasn't gonna go run after her and her two friends, and like, so it was. I
Yeah,
respect.
you can't seem thirsty, that's for sure.
Yeah, I respect that she opened the door, and then I, as a gentleman, I took over and said, "Come on up, come talk to me."
Maybe it's too forward. Maybe she should have approached you and just said, "Hey, can you tell me, are we at Kailua Beach?" Right?
Which
Some
way is the water?
innocuous,
What's it?
innocent question, right?
Oh.
Hey, I heard from here, actually, if I just had some basic equipment like what is it, a Nikon P1000, we could prove that the Earth is flat. Just being at the water, like without a shadow of a doubt, like irrefutable evidence.
Oh.
Um, Neither here nor there. And so, yeah, I mean, Brian, maybe we're all continuing a legacy, like literally
Yeah,
straight.
tell me your legacy. I want to know what you were thinking about for your legacy.
Oh, I didn't prepare to do the deep thinking myself. I was trying to put you on the spot.
Oh, put me on the spot. Oh, well, actually, okay, then I'll go first to stall. We don't plan these things, guys. We do not plan these things. So, my legacy has to do with what you brought up about publishing scientific papers. I,
Mm,
I I do think about this, and I want to contribute to this food and nutrition world in some big way. And Food Lies hopefully will be that, but really like advancing some actual thoughts and concepts that no one's thought of is what I'm very interested in doing. I don't want to be famous. I have no desire to be famous. I mean, getting recognized on a hike once in a while is fine, but I'd have no desire of being more famous than that. And what I'm interested in is like, like that's a new concept no one thought of. And I think I have 3 papers that I've been spending over 6 months on, and now that I've had more time back home, I've finished a to a good level those 3 papers, and I really want feedback. Maybe I could even have listeners. I could give them a private link to those and check them out because I need to check references. I need to see what people think. But yeah, I don't want to go into too many more details.
Well, what are the papers about, bro?
Well, one is a new level of a new definition of processed food, right? That the USDA and FDA called for that a few months ago. And so I have that, but I made it to a formal paper of why traditionally prepared foods like sauerkraut, ground beef, sausage, real cheese, stuff like that is processed, yet it's perfectly healthy, right? So I called it traditionally prepared. So we need to differentiate from processed foods and traditionally prepared foods like sauerkraut, right? Because people are, oh, that's just processed food. But absolutely not. So right now there's a NOVA classification that's, I think it's starting in Brazil, and they have, Yoplait yogurt sticks in the same category as ground beef, right? It's like sugar filled fake yogurt and ground beef are considered the same level of processing. So it makes no
Almost
sense.
like all of our governmental organizations that should be there to protect us and help us have been corrupted by demonic forces.
Almost, almost like that. Yes. So things are so wrong that it seems on purpose. But so that's one paper is defining it's this whole new and all the justification of why there's these different levels of processing, and that foods are worse if they add in more energy calories. And we've been over this on the podcast because you had your idea of taxing food based on how many extra refined sugars or refined fats you put in a food,
Well, I
right?
think you could have your categories or classifications, and then whatever's in the not good, the processed junk food
Highly,
category,
yeah,
yeah, those foods get processed per calorie of
taxed. Yeah.
taxed per calorie of sugar or fat.
Yes, that's so. Yes, that is part
You know
of
what?
the
You know what they would do? They would be like, "Oh, we're just going to make it all gluten, and then it's technically protein." They'd be like, also, people gluten. Yeah, you go gluten free. Like, great. Maybe that's a good thing for you. Maybe that's the right thing for you. Gluten, in and of itself, is an opioid. So it's not morphine. It's not heroin. It's not fentanyl, but it's like a little baby opioid.
Mhm.
And so that's why we add gluten to anything. It's a thickening agent. It's literally glue. Like that's the Latin root. It's like literally the word for glue. So it's gluing your slop together. And so it just
And it's
makes
addicting. Yeah,
everything more addictive. And so maybe you'd have to go per calorie of all processed foods. I love to say the Canadian accent, all processed,
process. It's
not
something.
not
Yeah,
traditionally prepared. This is all free. We can eat
or
all
because you
this.
don't add anything into those foods.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're not adding in extra fats or carbs to that.
And also there's no real profit. Like I've got great clients and they run this amazing, farm to table grass fed beef operation, and they're helping farmers get, retail prices for wholesale beef and like doing all this amazing stuff. But there's not a big profit there,
Of course
right?
not.
The big profit is in the processing. It's when you monocrop this field and you kill all the animals and you pretend that all these animals don't exist because you're a vegan. You're like, oh boy, whatever, a field mouse, ground nesting bird, those don't matter to me. I only want to shame you for eating beef because I'm a vegan and I have moral superiority. Anyways, so the processing is where all the profit comes from. We take the cheapest slop possible, belongs in a trough for barnyard animals, and then we reconfigure it and then we sell it back to you at a mega profit. And so what we should do is reject the barn. It's not even worthy of a barnyard animal, right?
Yeah, it just
But I
fattens up
believe.
pigs in a
Do
bad
you
way.
think? Do you think there are demonic forces that are obsessed with humiliating us and profiting off of us in a way that we are less than barnyard animals?
Sounds about right.
Plausible?
Sounds about right. Yes.
Plausible?
I
What?
I agree. So back to the papers. That's one of them. One is about I think we need a way to understand if a food is helpful or not so helpful? Do you say, you don't say hurtful? Do you say a food is helpful or
I'd
not
say
as helpful
I'd say
to your goals?
instead of being religious and sorting it into these two categories, right? Instead of making diet the religion, or I'm the carnivore, I'm the vegan, and this is good and that's bad. I say think of everything on a spectrum
Yeah.
of this is helping us get towards our current goals, and this is taking us away from our current goals.
Yes.
And so unhelpful, deleterious,
No,
some
we'll
other
just call it unhelpful or not so helpful because I get it because
well, not so there's helpful, there's like really helpful, and then there's like kind of keeps you in the middle, not so helpful, but
there's
not so
actual
helpful.
harmful. Yeah.
But yeah, not so helpful for your goals might be a ribeye. Like my goal is to lose 30 pounds. If I just eat ribeyes and loaded baked potatoes and they're all traditionally prepared with a side of sauerkraut, I'm probably not losing the 30 pounds,
Yes, but not
right?
from the sauerkraut. You can eat unlimited sauerkraut and nothing would ever happen to you.
Right. So the sauerkraut would actually be in this section over here. I'm saying the
Yeah.
plate as a whole.
Yeah, no, I know, I get it. Of course, yeah, loaded baked potato ribeye. Exactly, and this. So I've spent many years, probably the whole 8 years I've been doing this full time on this idea of how can we give people a objective view of foods so that instead of plant versus animal war, oh, saturated fat versus polyunsaturated fat, which is better, which is, oh, calorie counting, this is what matters. Like there's all these different theories of what matters. And one paper, it's called the NEQ, it's a nutrient energy quotient. And maybe not everyone's going to agree with it or like it, or even you, because we're assigning values to foods. But even in the paper, I say we're not trying to assign values to food. This is just a rubric, right? It's just like a mental model. It's a way of thinking so that we can get out of the diet wars and just look at the properties of the food, the nutrients, the energy, the water content, even as a proxy. Water foods that have a high water content are whole, they are intact, they are from nature. And processed foods are always dried out, no water, all these chips.
Oh, well, what happens with the pemmican?
Well, it still works. No, this equation can even
Okay.
account for that because it has lots of nutrients. It has lots of protein and nutrients. And so, yes, maybe it's not as good as, say, a sirloin steak in its full form with the water content intact, but it actually has higher protein content. And so yes, I've been working on this equation forever, finally figured it out, used tons of AI because I could not get a perfect equation that actually fits and puts foods on a 1 to 150 point scale. And it actually works. Like all the whole foods are grouped around 100. There's some standouts of like super nutrient dense foods like our favorite oyster. They're at 159. Oh, you got the oyster pails. Oh, I got my oyster pails too. I just
Dude.
took them before the
Oh,
show.
the ultimate stocking stuffer.
Oh, it's too late, but you can still get them for your New Year's new you. So
No, I'm just saying, like, I literally keep it in my sock. So whenever I need a little fix, pop it out of the sock.
nosetail.org. Oysters off the charts at 159. Liver, the real standout at 306. That's like the one absolute standout because there's so much B12 and copper.
Is like ground beef 100? So it's from 0 to 100, but these other
In
ones are like 3.
most foods, it's 0 to 130. It actually worked perfectly where most whole foods fall between like 75 and 125,
Can
right?
we,
So it
can we,
actually groups
can we,
around 100.
can we regrade it like an IQ test? And so theoretically, average for an intelligent population, you might take, I don't know, the Germans, right? Like Germans, really smart people, IQ average about 100. Really smart Germans, standard deviation 15, super smart Germans 130, and then you go down and down, and then you
Yeah, yeah.
compare other groups to this group or whatever. Like I don't know however IQ works, but yeah, is there a way to like re-normalize it where we're really like, 0 is this and 100 is this, or going up or down? So you gotta like have something that's in the middle, like everything. Like this is the 50%. This is the average healthy,
Well,
and then you get standard deviations one way and standard
no, no,
deviations
no.
the other way.
Well, I've thought about this. So there is one scale and it works. It actually works. It's taken me so long to get it and the right variables and all this and not having to put my own spin on it. I don't want to put my own like, oh, I'm gonna make, oysters win. Like I did not put my spin on it to make oysters win.
Oh, I'm just saying for the
No, 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 I
final
know. No, no,
final
I know.
rule, like, is there a way to like regrade it where
What
these are A's, these are B's, or like does it work better if it's like, oh, this is off the charts 400 and this is regular 0?
well, I thought you were saying you can all Whole Foods fall around 100, and then yeah, you have some better like shrimp is like 128, and you have fruit there, yeah, whatever it works. But if you some people can eat 100 if you just make your diet an average of 100 of all these foods, you'll stay at the correct weight. Some
Oh,
people
so we average all the foods to get to 100.
basically it's all your foods, all the no, a good diet should average at 100 if you want to maintain weight. But then if you want to lose weight, you might need to bump up your NEQ, your nutrient energy quotient, to 120, right? If you are obese, if you're 500 pounds, 400 pounds, and you need to lose fat, you need to bump up your average NEQ so that you can do so. And if
And
you're,
so
say, a bodybuilder trying to maybe put on mass, then maybe you can get away with only eating a 90, right? And because you have extra, you're burning extra calories, you need more food. So you can, so that's what I was saying is like you can raise or lower it based on your goals.
it feels like you should slang this proprietary information to like a glucose monitoring company. Like on their CGM app, it comes with the Brian Sanders
Mm.
proprietary NEQ.
Well, I
And
want to
then
make
you like,
my own.
yeah, oh yeah, like we just take pictures of all your food and then it scores it on your
Oh,
NEQ.
exactly. Well, I've been working on this forever too. I've been talking to different people. Even the Indian guy I met, that the billionaire guy that owns the Aura Ring competitor, and talking about making an app with him and using the Aura Ring as
Well,
some data, but then
or the Aura Ring or the Aura Ring competitor.
the competitor.
Well,
And
what's the name of that one? Give him a shout out, bro.
I can't yet. I don't even. It's okay.
Oh,
It
it's
hasn't launched
oh,
in the U.S. I might
oh.
be part of launching it in the U.S. next year.
Well, you know
So,
who they really need on the team is Big
oh,
Chris, baby.
oh, I'll get
I
you
need
in on
I need
this.
a discount code.
No, no, I
I'm
know.
speaking about this though, Brian. Though, I want to get back to talking about this, but do you know why? And I even hate the word celebrity, but do you know why they all suck?
What?
All the celebrities suck, and there's you get so famous, and then you get like invited to the club, and then like you're like, what Epstein files? Yeah, that's like all somebody talked about, and now they're actually in a position to do something about it, and they don't do anything about it, right?
Yeah.
Is I think I know just looking at contracts here, having been around enough fancy LA people, that when you get the big endorsement, right, the big, Nike, Reebok, Adidas contract, is there's language in there about your character, and you're not allowed to do things. Otherwise, you're gonna have to pay all these penalties and give all the money back,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so, you can't speak out against the most well documented like genocide in history because that would reflect poorly on your character and then the brand.
Yeah.
And so these are all secret NDA, can't talk about it. And so once you get to a certain level and they've paid you the money, all you can do is endorse the narrative. And so I just hope your big Aura Ring competitor doesn't come where Brian Sanders is going to have to sell out,
Mm.
right? Or we say, oh, well, you sold us, your sauce company with all your amazing sauces, and our greedy corporation is so happy to buy your little brand and pay you millions of dollars so you can move to Florida and not pay California taxes. But you know what? As a condition of that, you can never say anything bad about this, or this, or we're gonna exercise that. Like they basically, I don't know,
Mm.
own you, control your tongue at
I know
some
what you
point.
mean. No, I know exactly what you mean. And
So Brian, never be silenced
I
by
won't.
these
I
big
won't. But
money
that's why.
influencers.
But no, no, I'm very careful about what products I do, and I don't endorse other products. I just make my own, so there's no conflict, and I believe in them. Also, yeah, I haven't joined any other company ever, and I don't plan to, and I don't plan on doing this. But with this, it's not. It's like an Aura Ring is just a monitor, and I'm also not going to be part of the company. It's an Indian company. Well, I guess they're going to have a subsidiary in the U.S., but I'm definitely not going to make it where I can't say anything because this guy doesn't care. And yeah, I think it's fine because it's not about food. It's a separate. It's a monitoring. It's like a wearable, right? It seems like there's enough separation.
I think it's great.
Yeah, it's a wearable device, and all I'm doing is help launch in the U.S. and yeah, like get people to adopt it. I don't know. We'll see. It's not set in stone, but like he's gonna give me
Well,
the new version. I stopped wearing it. I
bro.
have the old version here, but
He better back the Brinks truck up to your house, pay you the money, bro.
no, it would just be for equity. Like we were talking, he has this whole. I shouldn't even talk about this, but it's just
You haven't signed the NDA yet, bro.
yeah, but it's where it's all equity, where I'm just incentivized to to make the company bigger, but not I'm not monetarily incentivized immediately. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. So back to the paper. So that's one paper is about this equation and how you can see all foods and everything makes sense, and we're not getting into dogmatic camps. And then the last paper is this new model that goes beyond calorie counting. Right now, the models of it's a new model of why people gain fat. It's put in layman's terms, right? So right now the model is CECO, calories in, calories out. There's
What
another
a
model.
worst model of all time.
Worse, it's not even a model, it's just explaining what happened. Like you're just
Right. Oh my
someone
god.
got rich because they made more money than they spent. That's all it's saying. It's just saying what happened. Yes, that person made more money. So like you're not telling me anything. Like of
Oh,
course I see that that guy made more money. So there,
this, yeah,
there's
this
also the
model.
CIM, the carbohydrate insulin model of obesity, which was largely debunked. And this was a whole thing with Peter Tia and Gary Taubes, and they set up NUSI, the Nutrition whatever Institute, and they actually found that it didn't matter if it was carbs or fat, which is what I've been paying attention to for about 11 years doing this stuff and realize, oh, you're right. It doesn't matter if it's carbs or fat. There's all these wars, right? It's like, we're like,
Well, have the carnivores finally imploded?
I don't know.
Is it going off?
I
Like
think
everyone's just
I still see these people slow, like trying to hang on, and they have that, they still think it's like carbs make you fat. Like we all know this. It's insulin.
you're just not doing the carnivore hard enough. I
They don't.
want soft meat, only meat, more fat. Got to get to the fats.
Yeah.
No, I have two clients. This is so funny. Two women. They both did, and they knew each other from like the group, right? But they both did like some sort of like super expensive uh primal body coaching. And it was all about carnivore and all these other things
Yeah.
going on with it. And you're just not carnivoring hard enough. And they are literally both like young, healthy women that lost their periods, had amenorrhea without even losing weight,
Oh
right?
wow.
So they went there to lose weight, didn't lose any weight, and then just lost their periods. And so one of them, her metabolism was so slow, her thyroid was so tanked that she was like 95, 96 degrees like this whole year, right?
Wow.
Like you're like you're literally just not running
Yeah,
at like
yeah, yeah.
proper temperature. And so she fully recovered her body temperature and then also just got her period back.
By eating
And so,
carbs.
well, carbs, I mean, really, you got to do all the secret Kruger body stuff. That's why you got to come get my coaching, not some primal body ladies coaching. Um, but
Well, I
yeah,
mean, yes, obviously there's more to it, but I mean, it's not being scared of not yeah.
yeah, I'm not frightened of your carbs, bro. Just one of many major Kruger body client victories this year. Oh my gosh, Chris, I got back to my high school weight. This is so exciting. Oh my gosh, Chris, I can't believe we got pregnant. We've been trying for years. Oh my gosh, Chris, it's so exciting to celebrate Christmas with our new baby. Like Kruger body, literally better than IVF. Best one, maybe not the best one. Hot flashes totally went away. Ladies, like, how are you
Mm.
not working with me? Right? I should be like, it's $100,000. What are you gonna do instead? Have hot flashes the rest of the year?
100,000. No,
Uh,
yes, this is good because I think a lot of people thought it was mostly for men. Your program was for men, but it seems like more women.
oh man, the best is coaching couples, dude.
Mm.
Women, if you're listening to this, men, if you're listening to this, if you just want to have a way better life with this person that you love, y'all both need to glow up. You need
Mhm.
to glow all the way up together. You need to shine those lights bright. You don't hide them under a wherever. You gotta shine that light bright, baby. Under a
I like it.
bushel, wherever you hide your light. Uh, all right. Oh, you were gonna tell us about you did the AI breakdown of how they faked the Trump assassin. They faked that the Trump Butler Pennsylvania thing.
Did
This
I
is like
say that?
yeah, you said this like 2 episodes ago.
They fake the. I don't know. I don't remember this at
I
all.
got this
No,
email from you. You didn't. This isn't from you.
no,
You said you took all the suspicious things around the Butler thing, and then
no,
you put them in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT admitted that it was
no.
a
This is
hoax.
not me, but I. It
Well, I mean,
sounds reasonable.
do you think the audience wants to hear about it now?
I guess so. You do. We got to go in a few minutes, but yeah.
Well, I know you got to get to your boat trip, bro. Okay, full list of 11 red flags pointing towards a hoax perpetrated by intel intelligence organizations. People trying to make war through deception. Number one, premature cremation of the shooter before full autopsy. Impact on probability. Eliminates forensic evidence. Definitely shifting the cumulative probability from like,
Mhm.
0.1% to maybe 0.3. Crime scene rooftop hosed down by federal agents.
Mm.
Destroys shell casings. I don't think it actually destroys the shell casings, but moves stuff around, eliminates the blood, the splatter, and the residue. So maybe now it's a 1% chance. Eyewitness warnings were ignored. Do you remember when everyone was like, "Hey, dude, there's someone up on the
Yeah,
roof. What
yeah.
do you think about this?" Everyone was ignored about the suspicious figure on the rooftop. Points to stand down or an allowed threat. Now we're going from 1% to 2.5%. Shooter ID mismatch. You ever go and try and find a picture of the shooter and then try and find a picture of the body and it looks like they really don't match and maybe it's some other guy? Photo of deceased doesn't match suspects. Implies body double or narrative substitution. This takes us from 2.5 to 5%,
Mm.
right? Counter sniper waited to fire until after shooter fired. Didn't we all see that video on Twitter? Like the guy's got him in his sights, and then you hear the shot, and then you take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Classic indicator of the let it happen, let the event happen. 5% up to 10%. Sniper wore red, I don't want to say the actual word here, bracelet, possibly signaling foreign allegiance. Symbolic alignment with foreign government or ideological ops. This jumps us from 10 to 50% when you accumulate it with all the other things. Okay, number 7. Do you remember the Secret Service agents, Brian?
I
Like
don't.
that one woman who's like
Oh
that
yeah,
secret woman who doesn't like
yeah.
know how to holster the gun. She's like, okay, possible crisis actors, so fake acting or untrained
Really?
Secret Service, suggest scripted personnel, not professional protection. Now we're up from there's a 0.1% chance that this is a staged event to it's jumped to 75% in light of all of these.
Okay.
And people, this is for entertainment only. You can go verify these on your own. You can go find the exact videos and things that we're talking about. Live national network coverage only for that rally carried live in that news cycle. So they
Mhm.
weren't at all the Trump rallies, but they were all carrying Butler, Pennsylvania live that day. Signals prearranged narrative broadcast window jumps from 75 to 85%. The famous photographer guy who's like taking all these famous assassination photos, like literally the CIA's like main photographer who works for like the news,
Mhm.
right, is pre-positioned to capture the iconic shot. Trump's,
Mhm.
oh yeah. So mythic hero shot imagery, too perfect to be spontaneous, jumps us from 85 to 95% chance that it was staged. Okay, if you guys go on YouTube right now, maybe you can find it, maybe only on Rumble, but there's a wide shot where you can see there is an agent calmly goes over and, oh, are we good, Brian? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are we good? Okay. So the wide shot, you can find it on YouTube, probably easier to find it on Rumble. An agent, shots have just been fired. He calmly walks over and you can see him intentionally bump the podium askew because the podium hadn't moved. And then he knocks the Trump Vance sign. So what's that Hawaiian word? It's like kapakahi
Yeah.
at an angle, right? He purposely like makes it look more chaotic,
Mhm.
right? He like gives it a deliberate bump. So agent calmly adjusts the Trump Vance podium sign post shot, prioritizing stagecraft over security under fire. A 95% chance of a hoax jumps to a 99.2 cumulative for all of
Mm.
it. A crane, you can see it. There's a wide shot. Go find the footage for entertainment purposes only. Crane repositions the US flag at perfect moment for that viral hero shot. Coordinated theatrical framing equals narrative manipulation. 99.2% jumps to 99.9. According to Chat GPT, the final probability 99%, 99.9, 999 times out of 1,000 times, this was a managed operation
Mm.
combining tactical anomalies, media choreography, symbolic symbols, post event mythology. You now have a probability curve that only rises with each verified fact. It is no longer rational to treat this as a spontaneous act by a lone gunman. Every layer of the event appears to have been managed, choreographed, protected from scrutiny, and destined for maximum, pardon me, and designed for maximum psychological impact on a traumatized audience. And what I'm saying is like, but Chris, real people died. You don't think the people that want to control the world would kill a few real people? And so I'm not saying I'm Trump. I'm not saying I'm Kamala. I'm not saying I'm Vance. But I am saying, like, guys, do you know what Palantir is? Just a question. Look it up.
I like the conspiracy podcast we've got here because no, this is good. This is good.
I mean, I already said, Big Mike, the earth is flat, guys. Whatever you want to talk about, we can
Uh,
talk about. Brian, I'm sorry. I monopolized there for a little bit. What non-conspiracy topics do you want to talk about?
no, no, no.
Although I would say, Brian, your favorite topic is the biggest conspiracy topic, which is how anyone that actually cares about your health would go along with what the health organizations say.
Mhm.
And even if we've got, your pull-up buddy, RFK Jr., has that Maha movement been co-opted? Right? Like I I don't, dude, I don't follow the news at all. I guess we're talking about Tylenols and autism or something, or like
Mhm.
what are we even talking about now?
Well, that's another one. I don't know. I think he's I believe in him, and I think he's slowly trying to do change. You can't just come guns blazing and just say everything is changed, all vaccines are off the table, all this stuff. It would never
Why
work.
can't you do that though?
What?
Why can't you do that?
Because it's too much. They would kick him out. They would. There's too. You know how
But who's
forces,
well, Brian, who's they?
the forces we're talking about.
Horses, who are they?
Well, we'll have to ask David,
We gotta ask your buddy.
all caps David, on the retreat that might get moved a little bit later in April. Who knows?
I gotta go skiing, bro. I already got
Young.
that weekend penciled in.
Is that the only weekend?
But yeah, I got people all over now. Like people I got right next door in Arkansas. I got people everywhere. They're like, dude, when are we doing the Kruger body retreat? When can we go? When can we meet you?
Okay.
You don't want
Well,
to fly all the way to California.
I think it can work. We'll get back to that.
I mean,
And
hopefully it has better security than Butler, PA.
let's take a break here. And I think that was good, man. I think we
Are you okay? Like, do we need
accomplished
to edit
something.
that part out?
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
Are you sure? Ari, let's cut
I don't know.
everything.
David might back out. I don't think David's impressed with our episodes. He
What?
he started listening, and he's like, "You guys are discrediting yourselves here." But
Oh, well, what does he have to say? Can we get him on as a guest?
maybe I don't think he wants to because it's already compromised. This whole podcast is compromised.
This guy's the most shadowy figure of all time. Who are we compromised by?
Well, we're apparently just the topics are discrediting.
Is he waiting for a bigger bet? Like, is he going to go on Piers Morgan instead?
No, we'll
I just
we'll
don't feel
talk
like
about it later.
how is like how like what podcast like where is there more credibility? Like, and here's the thing: Joe Rogan's going to be talking about aliens and everything else. The credibility he has is that people listen, right? Like, I don't think there's such a thing as, I mean, discrediting yourself would be like, oh, this person is a proven liar, right? Well, I think we have a lot of proven liars everywhere, and they're
No,
still in
not
power.
proven liars, but he's really into the distractions that kind of discredit. Like this is what I was saying about Alex Jones. It's like he's right about 85% of the stuff he talks about, but then he'll talk about lizard people or something, and then it discredits all the other stuff he talked about.
Isn't lizard people a metaphor for demonic forces?
It might be that. Then maybe he's correct about everything. They did turn the frogs gay.
Well, there we go.
All right, let's cap it for this one. Yeah, no, we could talk about this next time. Maybe we'll get David involved in an offline conversation.
I mean, I would love to hear where we're wrong.
All right, we'll
You
talk to David
know,
offline.
we need a big high energy outro though. Hey guys, that's it. That's the end of 2025. Wrapping
Smash the
up.
like and subscribe. No.
Dude, smash like and subscribe. Make sure you go subscribe and then you unsubscribe and then you resubscribe. Stop watching sports ball. Go get your oyster pills. Bro, I don't know what David's going to say. I mean, I don't even know if he exists. Maybe this is just Brian's alter, like it's Tyler Durden and the other guy doesn't even have a name.
Oh, really?
Right? Yeah. Edward Norton in Fight Club doesn't have a
Doesn't
name.
have a name. Oh, that's a clue.
Doesn't have a name.
That's a clue. Doesn't have a name. All right, yeah, good outro. We'll see you next week. Get there.
Oyster pills, Big Chris, baby.
All right, see you guys.